Now as a Ronin, now as I look back as a successful entrepreneur, as a celebrity in the video game industry, now I look back, and I'm grateful for everything, for it all, because it's through the struggles that one finds himself.
It doesn't matter who you are, what kind of situation you were born into. At some point, life will hand you troubles. There will be obstacles. There will be dark days and difficult moments. We must move past those moments to move on to success, to move on with prosperity, to find happiness. Today, I sit down with Tulam, founder and CEO of Ronin Tactics, and we talk about exactly that. Today's video was sponsored by Mulliganbrothers.com, where you can get the Inspire Change t-shirts with the link in the description, where all the profits go back into making this content and creating the Inspire Change movement. But before that, when you are faced with those dark days and those difficult times, how do you overcome them, and why should you try and overcome them and face your fears? Today we sit down with Tulam, founder and CEO of Ronin Tactics, with a wealth of knowledge from the Special Forces, a man who uses Bushido and its teachings and philosophies to deliver his lessons. Let's dive into the video.
As a boy that escaped genocide, born in war, family imprisoned, murdered. The visions I saw as a child, hopelessness, sleeping in a refugee camp, rats. You didn't even have a bed, on the floor, sleeping in the mud. Came from absolutely nothing, started our lives all over again, and the country didn't even accept us. Pushed us down. You don't belong here. And as I look back, what is more powerful than that story as an American? What's this country found upon? A dream, an ideal. And your actions will take you there, right? And for me I'm grateful for it all. When I was going through and I wasn't accepted, I was told you're nothing. When I saw only hate, when I saw the worst in humanity, I'm thankful for it all. How can you become the person that you wish to be unless you live the life that you wish not to live? How can you be brave unless you felt fear? How can you be strong unless you were once weak? You see? So now that I am this image of strength, successful entrepreneur, successful husband, marriage, successful in life, I'm thankful for it all. Because without the struggles, there's no way I can become and forge myself into the person that I wish to be. Because I would never have a vision of who I want to be unless first I have made those mistakes. I have lost my way. First, I look at the externals and the addictions, live a life of one addiction to the next. How can you wish to be something more unless you live that? And how can you say you're brave unless you're willing to walk a path that's true to yourself? I want to explain this, in combat, you have courage. Courage. In a gunfight and close quarters gunfight and war, conflict, you have to have courage. But let me explain that. Courage in war and courage in life are two different things. Because when I got out, I didn't have courage. Courage to me is to live a life that's true to yourself regardless of what other people say or think about you. Regardless if you doubt yourself, do you have the courage that allows you a philosopher, back in ancient China, 500 BC, you know? And Lao Tzu was said that this philosopher, record keeper of the emperor, Zen master, he said that he got so tired of living in this corrupted government where the emperor seek to starve and oppress their own people, murder, tyrant. And Lao Tzu here is his record keeper. And he said that Lao Tzu had enough, so he got on a water buffalo. He traveled all the way to the end of this dynasty. And there was a guard that was standing there, and then the guard said, "Stop, who are you?" And when he realized that this is royalty, he got down to his knees and he asked for forgiveness to Lao Tzu. And he asked for the purpose of Lao Tzu. And Lao Tzu wished to leave this political grounds. He told her how corrupted this government is. The guard said, "I will let you pass if you give me wisdom." It was said within this moment that Lao Tzu wrote down the words that were later known as Taoism. So he was the father of Taoism. And Lao Tzu says, "The journey of 1,000 miles began with a single step." Something so simple, right? So simple. A journey of 1,000 miles began with a single step, but the preparation for that step, you must live the life that you didn't want to live to transform your first step into becoming the person you wish to be. You know, I was weak as a child. What was the first steps of becoming this warrior? Right? So throughout the phases of your life, you must ask yourself that. And Lao Tzu, understand our life is a journey of 1,000 miles. And that first step begins with intelligence. And how do you become intelligent? By first living the life that you don't wish to live, by seeing what you don't want to be. So what I'm saying to you is life is just that. It's about making mistakes. It's about failing. And throughout this process of growth and knowledge, you become the person that you wish to be. And that takes work. And if you get stuck, then realize that you're doing the same shit over and over again. You're expecting things to change when your daily routine is the same and your mind is just the same, but yet you expect this change. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my journey of 1,000 miles. And step by step, I walk my journey, right, into my last breath in this world. And what people don't realize is that when you walk through your journey of life, it's education. The world is your teacher. But the thing is, not all of us have the courage to live this life because we're afraid of failures. We're afraid of mistakes. We're afraid of hardships because that's survival mindset. But what if I were to tell you to place it all on the line and bet it all over your own existence to live your truth? And I'm grateful for that. Because through my struggles, I found my truth. And that willed me to become the person I am today.
Thank you so much to Tulam. And Tulam has a wealth of knowledge from the Special Forces, his teachings on Bushido and the Bushido Code, and also the samurai and the lessons that he's learned around the samurai. He has incredible philosophies that he combines together to create his lessons, his teachings, and who he is as a person. For me, in life, I find when things are going right, when things are going well, it's usually when it hits you on the blind side. Something catches you off guard, you did not expect it. For me, that's exactly what happened. My life was flipped upside down. It was absolutely crazy and I did not see it coming. And it was the biggest obstacle I had ever faced. And I had to develop those skills and I had to face those fears to be able to get through them. And that's the most important thing. When you are faced with such a traumatic situation or a difficult time, maybe that you're facing right now, it's so easy and it's so normal even to turn your back towards it and kneel down hide from it, run away from it. What you must do is turn back around and face it and be fearless in the face of it. And it's okay to find it difficult. It's okay to be scared, but you must be brave when you face those fears, and you must try and push forward, even when it seems impossible, even when it seems like you're not going to make progress. That is the way that you do it. An inch at a time, one step at a time, moving towards that, and eventually moving past that. Today's video was made possible by all you guys. So I want to say massive thank you to everybody who supported us at mulliganbrothers.com and bought the Inspire Change t-shirts and the Rise and Grind t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. All the profits from the website, as always guys, goes back into making this content possible and creating the Inspire Change movement. So I can't thank you enough. And everybody who clicked the join button, thank you. We have those exclusive videos on the way, so I cannot thank you enough. And everybody who's followed on Instagram at Jordan Mulligan for myself, if you want to see what I get up to, my training, my philosophies and what I do. My brothers who do a lot of editing at Luke Mulliganbrother, he's a lot behind the scenes. Yes, we are real brothers. This is how it works, guys. My other brother who works here and is part of the team is at William Mulliganbrother. You guessed it, at William Mulliganbrother. He does a lot of stoic philosophy on his Instagram. And my sister, Neve, at Neve Mulliganbrother. It's actually at Neve Mulligan X, where you can find out more about her. She does a lot of editing and is one of the most motivational powerlifters that I have known in the world. So go check her out, link in the description. And the most important thing, guys, when we finish these videos, the one thing I want to leave you all with is go inspire change. Go inspire change through your own actions and what you do. Go inspire change, not by what you say, but what people see you do on a day-to-day basis. And you may feel that nobody is watching, and that's an important thing. Work in the dark, work in silence. But there is always somebody watching. Whether it's a brother, a sister, a friend, family member, a random person on a park, somebody may be inspired and eventually will be inspired by what you are doing. So go out there and inspire change. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.